Hi everyone, I am Keetra. So today we're going to do a reading that helps us along our soul's path. So basically what we're going to do is just a collective reading. We're going to use some tarot cards and some oracle cards, and we're just going to kind of do like a soul check-in on where we're at on our soul's path. What I was feeling before the reading was I heard at the beginning the call from once was, from what you once were. The energetic pull that you might be feeling right now as my ears are getting really loud. What you need to know is it's not out there. It's not external. It's internal. What you're needing to do, it's an internal check-in. It's an internal, what do I feel? Why am I hearing this like whisper, this nudge? It's the quiet call from what I wrote down, the quiet call from spirit that begins the journey, a subtle inner like little nudge, synchronicity, or intuitive message that can't be ignored. So that is the intention of the reading today. So if this aligns with how you've been feeling, maybe these messages are for you. So again, it is a collective reading. So some of these messages may not resonate, and if they don't, that's okay. Leave them where you found them. But if it does, let's go ahead and get started. So I think what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to do a soul check-in. This is the Akashic Records soul oracle cards that I use. And I'm going to use this just to help determine where our soul is at on our path to recovery, our path to spiritual healing. Just kind of give us like a little heads up on where or what direction we're going in right now. Alignment. You are finding the sweet spot where intention meets flow. Your soul and the universe are beginning to move as one. Listen closely to the harmony unfolding. That is amazing, because again, it's that whisper, that quiet call from spirit that begins the journey, that nudging that you felt to make a change or to want things to be different or better, or not even so much better, but you know that there was something else. You know that there's something else that you're supposed to be doing. So that is the energy that I'm reading for today. So we're going to use this tarot deck to get another message. They have little messages on the card. Not that I necessarily need them, but I like the direction that it helps me go in. So I hope you are all doing so fantastic. Okay, you. Seven of Cups. I make choices with clarity. Yes. So the way that we make choices with clarity, right, is with that intuition, that guide that is within you. It's your higher self that is guiding you on the path to spiritual recovery, let's say. And again, these messages are for those sober souls, those on the path to recovery, those dealing with traumas and things like that, that have led you to know that I hear the whisper, I hear the call, and I just don't know which direction to go in. And right now you're finding that alignment. You're finding that sweet spot where intention meets flow. Your soul and the universe are beginning to move as one. Listen closely to the harmony unfolding. And with the Seven of Cups, I make choices with clarity. We have a lot of choices on this path. Some of the things on the path that I have been on, that I come up with, it's like, or I come up to, is more, so many different things are out there. There's so many, do this to save your soul, do this to save your soul. It's this, it's that. And what it really begins with is, and it's so cliche, but it is finding love for yourself, finding the love that you lost. And we love ourselves, and yeah, okay, we do this and we do that, but it's really deeply knowing that we are spirit, we are divinely guided, whether it's your higher power, God, whatever you resonate with. We are this amazing source inside of us, and it's really embracing and accepting that helps us get on our soul's path, get to business, like no more messing around. We're here for a purpose. We're here for each other. So how do you bring it back to self? How do you bring it back into the divine alignment? So we're going to ask Tarot to collectively help me figure out where you guys are so that we can get some channeled messages and go from there. So you are in alignment. You are wanting to make choices with clarity. So who am I reading for right now? What do they need to know? Okay. Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Eight of Swords. We're going to clarify the Four of Wands with the Chariot. We are going to clarify the Empress with the Hierophant. And we're going to clarify the Eight of Swords with the Sun for now. So as we're starting off with our energy right now, we are clearly working on our foundation. The Four of Wands is a card where it can mean marriage, it can mean relationships, and it can mean things like that. But what I truly feel is if you're making choices with clarity and you're aligned right now with even just recognizing those whispers, recognizing, well, why did I want to do that? Or why does this thought keep coming up in my head? It's because you're building your foundation right now. It's like you are literally rebirthing yourself. You're rebirthing the path that you're on. You're realizing that you were not aligned possibly, and that now you are just moving forward, but you're just not even like pushing. You're just not using like force. You're just like gently moving forward. I'm surprised we didn't get the Strength card. You have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is moving past fear. So like this person here in this card, just to explain the card, you can simply take the blindfold off and realize that you can step away from fear. You can step outside of fear, as my ears are getting very loud. So what you're being called to do right now, with all of these little nudges and these whispers that you've been hearing, you're being called to step outside of your comfort zone, and you're being asked to step away from fear. Let it go and let it stay in the past. All those things that you feared, there could be things in your life that you're like, but I don't know how. And that's okay. You're divinely guided. The universe, the divine, God will literally show you the way, but you have to quiet your mind. You have to listen to those whispers to be able to hear which direction the divine, which direction God is trying to lead you. And that's what's going to help you build that foundation right now. And so moving forward, you have the Chariot card. And so you are clearly moving forward, building that foundation. You are also in the energy of the Hierophant. The Hierophant, he is using what he knows from above, and he's using what he's learned down here. So it's like, that's what we mean when we say divinely guided. You're going to use what you're being told or what your intuition is telling you. You're going to use that to move forward, and you're going to use the energy of the sun to keep you grounded, if that makes any sense, because the sun is up above. But you're going to use the energy of the sun to keep you grounded, and you're going to continue to move forward. Like, this is your path right now. You're happily moving forward. You're using what you know. You're using what you've learned. You're using what you're being divinely gifted. And then you have the energy. You literally have 3 major arcana cards right now. That just dawned on me, that out of these 6 cards, you have 4 major arcana cards. That's pretty significant. That means you are in a turning point, and it makes sense right now with the astrology, the full moon, the 8-8, the Lion's Gate, all of those things. These are at times when we are able to tap in easily to our intuition if we just sit and listen to those whispers. It's that quiet call from spirit. They're not going to yell. They're not going to, but they are going to continue to put you in situations over and over. They're going to put you in these situations of fear until you realize that you can step away from the fear and you can just trust. You can just have faith. And then this is your path that leads, but this is your path that lies ahead of you. So how do we do that? How do we continue to achieve that? So we're going to use this oracle deck here, which is the Queen of the Moon oracle. Sorry, these are pretty new, so I forgot their name. But they're just amazing. It's like you can literally pick up like 5 or 6 of these cards and just have it basically tell you exactly how to keep yourself in alignment. So let's go ahead and we're going to ask Spirit for just a little bit more information, a little bit more intention. Hunger. So it's interesting because this is going to be recorded today on the 9th, and this is the night of the full moon. And here you have the moon. You have, well, you have hunger, which is 29, which breaks down to a, what is that, 11? 2 and 9 is 11, 10, 11. Yeah, I don't know why I'm staring so hard at this card. It's 11. It's beginnings. It's that hunger. It's that drive. It's that whisper. It's howling at the moon and just letting that energy out, letting that energy flow within your life. It's that hunger, that desire that you have. It's that burning desire that you have to make a change in your life. And clearly, you listening to that whisper is making a very positive Very positive change in your life. Our next card is the unexpected. Our next card is the unexpected. So expect the unexpected. I don't know why I just heard that. And because, hold on. The unexpected is when you realize that if you just slow down and listen, everything unfolds for you. And you just sit back and you're like, that really was unexpected. I didn't know how I was going to get out of a situation. And then X, Y, and Z happened. That was unexpected. And we have power. Absolutely. Step back into your power. Your higher self wants to guide you to step back into your power. And I'm smiling so much because it just, when I can intuitively hear super clear and the messages are so spot on with the intent of why I'm doing a reading for you guys today, I just get this feeling of yes, 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 yes. So your guides, my guides are asking you to step back into your power. And gratitude. Absolutely. Have gratitude for all of the little aha moments, all of those little synchronicities, all of those little whispers that come true, those little feelings that you get. Have gratitude for every moment of your day when you realize, when you can take that moment and realize, I didn't expect that. And yet it worked out. I didn't expect that. I didn't have fear. And yet everything was okay. So these are the messages that I have for you today. So I definitely thank you so much for watching. We'll continue to do this weekly. This is going to post on Tuesday, I believe. So it'll be Tuesday. I'm not sure what that date is, but that's okay. Because whenever you find this message, that's when you are aligned to hear it. So all right. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Each one of you guys that views my channel and subscribes to my channel helps me so much. I'm trying to reach as many souls as possible. So with each click of that subscribe button, you guys help me do that. So thank you. Thank you so much. And until the next video, take care and have a great rest of your day.